My name is Henrietta Thompson. I'm self-employed as a bookkeeper in tax services. My parents are Clarence and Ann Thompson, or Ann Treese. Was born in Ohio, was adopted down here by the Treeses, but they are our family, still blood. My dad's name is Clarence. He's from Virginia, moved here when he was 13. They both lived through segregation here, but were in the first class of desegregation when they were in middle school and high school. I was born in Morristown. I was born and raised here. I moved away in college. My early days is a lot of family because my grandmother had a total of 12 siblings and they all live in this area. My granddad on my mom's side had 6 or 7 siblings and they all live on one street. So even when we moved away, we would be at our grandparents' house every day and we would just hit everybody's house. You go get a piece of cake here, a cookie there. So my family is very important to me. Yes, I went to Morrison West High School, go Trojans, and college. That's interesting. I went to a few. I started out at UTC on a full scholarship. I got married, so I was like, I don't need school, and I withdrew. And I tell my kids I'll never forget whenever I withdrew, this lady said, I was on a full scholarship, and she said, if you withdraw, you will never get this money back. And I quit my junior year. Then I went to Chattanooga State, came here to Walter State when I moved back home for a little bit, for a couple of classes. And then I graduated from Tusculum University in Greenville. By that time I had 3 kids. I knew the value of school and I was paying for it myself. So I was like, I am doing this right. And then from that I went to King University and I got my master's degree. Typical day in my professional life, because I work from home, I'm very regimented. Like my house has to be in order for me to go to my professional life. Now, when I bought my house, I made sure to put an office in my house, but you actually have to go outside in the garage to get to my office door so that supposedly nobody comes and bothers me and there's a break from personal life to business life. So I have few clients that are virtually, well, all of my clients are virtually. So I'm normally taking phone calls all the time. People see me with my AirPods in my ear, lots of meetings, talking to my team. My team's virtually as well. I try to talk to them early in the morning and have a meeting once a week with them. So I love what I do. I just don't love when people don't get you the information they need and they think you can have it done in 24 hours. The most rewarding thing about my job is actually sitting down, collaborating with my clients about their future endeavors, what they want to do financially, doing forecasting and budgeting with them. If I could sit down and have coffee with anybody, I don't know if we would consider them historically, because a lot of people don't know, but Harry Belafonte. He was not just a staple in the entertainment life. People don't realize that he was like a mentor to MLK. He knew the Kennedys, and he was the funding behind Selma when people would go to jail for rioting and things like that, which they didn't because it was peaceful, but they went to jail. He was the one that bailed people out, and he is the one that actually started the civil rights movement also in South Africa. So he is known globally behind the scenes, and I just read his book like years ago, and I would really love to just pick his brain about what he would think about our times right now, if he would see that we've progressed or digressed or we're still stagnant, and what he feels that we need to do to be a better generation. My favorite color is green. It's always been green, and what does it say about me? I think green is like life, and I feel like I was raised by people that were very caring, and were very community oriented. So I feel like that green is the thing that I want to spread out in the world myself. I don't have a favorite team. I do love sports. No, listen, I will be sitting there watching football and basketball, but from where I'm an accountant, I like stats. So I like to see where everybody's ranked, and I want to see the games and see if they're living up to their ranking. And I mean, I do. I just go and I watch these games, and then I'm like, let's see the ranking. Let's see who's going to get in the playoffs. Oh, love it. Love sports. What's my favorite place to visit? I love living in the mountains. I think it's very peaceful and beautiful, but I really enjoyed going to Jamaica because they're always very calm and relaxed, and they never get upset over anything. I lost my debit card down there, and they're like, it's okay, somebody will take care of you. And they really meant it. They're just so relaxed, and I think we could learn a lot if we just weren't anticipating and on a schedule, just to be at peace. A place that I would like to visit, it's kind of funny, I had just said this week, is Japan. I had some friends that were in the military, and their kids were born in Japan, and they just talked about your kid could walk in the street, they would be safe, everybody watches out for one another, and I'm a foodie, so I love seeing the food from Japan, and I'd love to try the food over there. When I think about Morristown, Tennessee, what comes to mind? Small town, just friends and family and community. What's my favorite thing about Morristown is being close to my dad. Like, I love my dad so much. I can drive 20 minutes and see him, or, be close to him. And my church family, my church family. My least favorite thing is that we have to drive so far to go do anything entertaining. I have pretty much grown kids, 17 to 22, and there's nothing for them to do. Sure, we're outdoors people. We hike, we swim, we go to the movies, but we have no skating, no bowling, nothing else like that. And I'm not saying you got to have a whole bunch of stuff, but just a little bit more to do with your family. The way that we can unify people in the town of Morristown is through education. I feel like as of right now, we are trying to hide a lot of things from our past, but the only way that we're really going to unify is to sit down and discuss things that have happened, our vision for our community, our town, and get some new blood into these offices, political offices, because not that I don't love the people that are in there. My dad grew up with a lot of them, but what does that say? It says that their mindset is still older, and it's time for them to allow new, fresh ideas to come into our community. For the younger generation, 10 to 20 years from now, I would tell them to get out here and make yourself part of the community. Get active, know what's going on, and pull a chair up to the table.